Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Roscar Week 7 Grand Finals, and here we are in match number 1 of Erangel. 15 teams, 57 players total we have started off with, and I guess this might be the reason of not a lot of drop clashes happening in the initial stages of this Erangel game. The flight path, by the way, initiates from 70 and finishes off towards the west of Sosnoka military base, particularly favoring the center of Erangel. It's difficult to head towards the east. Lipovka, Milchaba, Novorepno, all these drop locations are far away from the flight path, so a lot of gliding process is required, and I don't find any team heading towards the eastern edges. A lot of teams are dropping right in the center. Team Motion heading towards Pachinki. Team Motion always used to have a drop clash in Pachinki, but now they are pretty much relaxed as no team apart from Team Motion is heading towards Pachinki. The first circle has just initiated favoring the center and the south. Sosnoka military base deep inside the circuit, and this, gives us a bit more spice in this very first game of Roscar Week 7 Finals, as we might head towards Sosnoka military base finish, and that will be entertaining, wouldn't it be? Team Roscar, they are heading towards Quarry, and they might end up in a drop clash with Team Megapa. Team Megapa is still gliding. Simi was on the target of Big E, I guess. Yeah, there was Big E who found a weapon early, and Simi was on his target, but the good thing is that Simi gets a weapon, drops immediately, lands immediately. Mega Power, by the way, they're holding their own areas. A big distance between both these teams. Mega Power has a significant amount of numbers advantage too. So Team Roscar, they will be on the back foot. And there was Marcus, I guess, who found a weapon early. Snickers, that was, maybe. But I don't know. Biggie gets a good loadout for him, so Simi is just keeping his or her eye on Biggie. First circle, as I said, is favoring the southwest of Erangel. Quarry fight usually is very much difficult. Team Roscar has to give their 200%. And now with numbers disadvantage, all the players scattered, dropping in solo splits. Simi knocks down Biggie. There's no chance of Biggie getting a revival, and that was Marcus who had an angle on Simi in the early stage. Simi was trying to drop. Uh-oh, Scarix gets caught off guard. Scarix of Mega Power might become the first casualty and first accomplishment for Team Roscar. Marcus, that was a close call. But somehow he survives. Wreck that was from a very long range. And he has an 8-time scope too. Good combination, SKS with the 8-time scope. Marcus doesn't even afford to speak now. Because if he does that, he's definitely going to get knocked down, and that is going to increase more pressure on Team Roscar. Scarix didn't get the rev yet. It's still difficult to revive Scarix. Maybe somehow Simi will have to jump down and regroup with Scarix. Simi cannot stay up. Even Simi has ASKS. Looks like a sniper training match. Snickers is taking the risk, but maybe Snickers cannot regroup with Marcus, but can definitely finish Scarix. And I guess deliberately Team Roscar has kept Scarix as an investment. They want Team Mega Power to make mistakes just to save their teammate. It can be an easy flush, but Team Roscar is taking no efforts. Has any team headed towards Primos? No. So that will be a head-to-head 4v3 fight. 2v3 fight now between Team Roscar and Team Mega Power, as both the teams have lost one of their players. And no chances of third party happening as well. That's the best part. I mean, you can completely focus on fighting. You don't have to safeguard yourself from any other team. On the other side, I guess Team Roscar, there are two Team Roscars. And Team RS, they're continuously losing their players. And are they eliminated from the game? Maybe not yet. 33 and Cactus Igel remaining the duo. Fight coming up from Sosnoka military base. If Team 666 Esports wins this fight, they can stay inside the circle for a very long time. Rekka gets knocked out. Team Mega Power is having a bad time in Quarry. Rek is on his knees. But still, Snicker has no opportunity to flush Rick out. But he gets out of the sniper tower. Now, Inferno has to retaliate to put down Snickers, and Snicker does get knocked out. Simi with a great cover. But Inferno did most of the job by dealing a spray with that org, and Snickers was barely surviving on 10 HP. Simi from a range deals a shot, and that was just cherry on the cake, cherry on top. And now down to one player, Team Roscar is. Marcus doesn't even have a vest. With bare minimum blue, Team Roscar is fighting with Team Mega Power. Masker is gonna meet Simi. Oh wow. Such a huge range. Simi connects with UMP45. Marcus gets eliminated. Team Roscar is out on 15th position. It was just Simi who executed a 1v3 against Team Roscar. Simi was enough, to be very honest, to eliminate Team Roscar. Cactus Ichio, 33. One of the players of Team 666 Esports have been knocked out, and that is Azhar. But yeah, no need to worry. Carlos with an off-gun angle will keep down Cactus. It's difficult for him to get out or get on the ridge and flush out Azhar. But maybe he did sneak out. Carlos didn't notice the fact that Cactus did come out of that ridge. And I mean, oh my god, what? What a burst! How did he do that? What? Carlos with a red dot TP28 made it look so easy. Just 2 bullets and 33 gets knocked out. Hell no. Straight away slam, and he connects the bomb too. While he was burning in that Molotov. Oh god, what have I seen? Absolute cinema. What a fight! What a play by Carlos. Team 666 stands and faces a casualty as a result. Team Harris won't get eliminated with nothing, but my goodness, that burst was disgusting for Team RS. Hell no. Team Motion has started rotating. There's a pretty good rotation, by the way. Pretty quickly they access the South Island. Keno takes down Hayward. Team Motion is off the mark. And are they trying to block the bridge? Block the rotation of 1715 Esports. Kendo is trying to fall back. Yup. 1715 wants to cross the bridge. But maybe they won't be allowed to do so. And maybe they'll now need to stretch out their rotation. They can access Primos, get a boat for themselves or a hovercraft, and can have an easy breach for the South Island. Or they'll need to head towards Novorepnoi, a different bridge. From west to east, that's going to be a wild distance to cover up. They can meet a lot of opponents in the midway too. Team NB versus Team Motion. Team Motion is dealing with 2 teams at the same time. That's Cyrix with the first opening created. Papi is on his knees. And Cyrix wants to put in the final lane of the coffin and eliminate Papi. He won't waste any extra second. Team NB approaches quickly and pushes back Cyrix. Well, he wanted to finish out his opponent. He wanted to get that frag desperately, but he won't be able to do so. Switches the seat, regrets immediately, drives back and gets out to a safe area. But he stops, and Cyrix gets an aid in his hands. Team Motion regroups. Obscuro gets knocked out. The remaining 2 players of Team NB heads towards the safe areas. Well, they did have a hovercraft. Leo was on the target of Cyrix, and he was about to get knocked out. That was a close call. Obscuro will be flushed out immediately, and Team NB is lacking in numbers. Team Cyrix is looking phenomenal, to be very honest. Team Motion is not a easy team to fight against. Vasquez punishes Kendo, and Kendo will get eliminated, I guess. Yup. Team Motion is down to 3 players. Never, ever, ever underestimate your opponents. I mean, after so many accomplishments, maybe Team Motion developed a layer of overconfidence, and that is the reason why Kendo got eliminated. Maybe he got caught in a wide open area. But Team Motion is not just fighting Team NB. They are fighting 2 teams at the same time. Just Team 18 showed up, and definitely they're going to go for a third party. That is Team from 4 Quality. Wow. from 4 quality. 4Q, keeping a very close eye on all these teams. And Team Motion has noticed the fact that Team 4Q is on the back end ridge. And they are being 2x more cautious. And maybe Team Motion will just withdraw. Sarex was the only guy who breached that compound. So yes, Team Motion is changing their plans, and they are gonna move with a steady pace. Stage 2 has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Circle moves for a western shift. Team Motion doesn't need to really worry because they are deep inside the circle, but they left the bridge. 17-15 Esports didn't take advantage of that. They still had a doubt that there is some team holding the bridge. Wow, Team LGN, Legion Reborn. Before we reached, they cleared out the eastern bridge. 6 eliminations at the cost of nothing. 0 casualties. 6 eliminations. That is a terrific start for Legion Reborn. They'll continue to assassinate. They'll continue to look for more opponents. Mega Power, maybe they're fighting 17-15. 3 casualties for Mega Power. And did 17-15 give them these casualties, or it was Team Korean? I guess Korean Esports gave Mega Power 2 more casualties. First was given by Team Roscar. Dizzy with a great clutch. Korean off the mark. Well, Korean Esports has to remember that they have to cover up a huge distance. They have to travel a lot. They're still present inside the circle, but it's pretty obvious that the upcoming shift is not going to favor them. Precaution is better than cure. Maybe they are searching for boats or hovercrafts. If they find it, Korean Esports can travel immediately, but if they don't, then they'll have to access the bridge, the western bridge, basically. Our Skrill is a dashing Ferrari turned upside down. But no need to worry, Stego will assist him. Stage 3 is about to begin. Such a big chaos around Team NB. So many teams are going to fight. Virus Esports showing up, and they are interested to join the party. They are interested to find all these teams. Interested to fight all these teams. But Carlos eventually is the final player remaining. And he is the most decorated player for Team 666. Third elimination as well he has secured. Maybe Team Motion has been given another casualty, or they are playing with 3. No, Team Motion is still hanging with 3 players. 4Q Helios will be caught off guard. Last QS gets knocked out. Champion, that is, of Team Motion. 4Q wants to increase their distance. They already have 2 eliminations. Maybe they gave 2 casualties to Team 666 Esports. Well, 666 Esports is down to just 1 player. If 4Q Esports takes the risk and tries to get rid of Carlos, it will be great if they do that. But Team Motion, they initiated the fight with Team NB long back, and finally they'll be finishing their fight in their way, and they'll be eliminating Team NB on 12th position. 11 teams now, and a total amount of 29 players are remaining. Stage 3 has just begun. Circle moves for the southern shift. 666 Esports Team Motion dominating the center of the circle. Rest of the other teams are on the edges. Korean Esports, before accessing the bridge, before approaching the bridge, maybe they will fight Team 16. That is Team Finn. Finn New Wave, they're gonna fight. Finn New Wave needs to take all the initiative in this fight. Korean is just staying on the back. Steko has started chasing Finn New Wave. Immediately the retaliation comes in. Steko is being chased, and this is a bad news. Steko gets knocked out. Now Korean Esports in a state of worry, as one of the players will get eliminated. P5 gets knocked out too. Now that 1 becomes 2. Lyrics will be punished by Korean Esports. Skrill took so much amount of risk to revive his teammate, and that was a very close call. Benmi almost knocked him down. Good presence of mind, by the way. Now Skrill gets knocked out too, and it seems like Finn New Wave is gonna eliminate Team Korean. Early setback for Team Korean, to be very honest. Because he cannot run, because he cannot travel a very long distance. His buggy has been busted up open, No tires as well in that buggy. And now he's got in a wide open area. He has nowhere to prone, no cover to grab for himself. And K2 eliminates him. And that's it. Finn New Wave eliminates Team Corvian and eliminates them on 11th position. 10 teams, 23 players are now remaining. But that doesn't mean that Finn New Wave is safe. Because they're going to meet Team 1715 on the bridge areas. They cannot tank fights anymore. 1715 holding on the gas station. Even 1715 now has to move. Because they are no more present inside the circle. So for how long Team 1715 is going to wait out of the circle? Are they not feeling the urge to move? Because they are far away from the circle. Maybe they're still waiting for the bridge to get cleared out. Still waiting for a... Still trying to figure out if they want to really approach the bridge or not. But comparatively, there's less chaos on the eastern bridge. There's no team there at this point. Wreck will be finished out by Team Finn New Wave only. And that will be the 5th elimination for Finn New Wave. Megapar started so well. But Megapar won't be able to make it to the top 8. They will be getting no placement points from this first game of Erangel of Roscar Week 7 Finals. And Linus with a good move, he gets a glider, he just becomes the pilot. Takes the glider and no way, 1517 spotted him. Linus is crashing into the water. And right on the seashores, I guess it's Team 4Q. Yep. 4Q can easily stop Team Finn New Wave from entering the zone. But they have no clue what's really happening behind their backs. Razzie form. Spots K2. Benmi is gonna get knocked out too. And within a fraction of a second, Finn New Wave, they've collapsed. It's a good thing that Linus, at least, he's in the safe zone. Blue Zone is not hammering him down. But at any moment, Grazi can spot him. Team Motion strikes again. This time it's Savage Squad. And with a devastating start, Team Savage Squad entered this game. Cross Jr. is out. They had faced 2 casualties in the very early stages of the Erangel game, and again another one while traveling towards the safe areas. Swauzo, final player remaining. And let's see how long can he hold it. How long can he survive? Carlos trying to shred the thread out of his opponent. It's S12K, and phenomenally Carlos puts him down too. 666 Esports' Carlos is like a one-man army. My goodness, this man is not ready to step down. He's not ready to give up. I still remember that explosive burst he dealt on his opponent. Maybe that was 33 of Team RS. That was an incredible burst. And hell of an impact he has created after that. What an impression he has created after that. Insane that is. But Team Motion, they're holding in the nearby areas and they're not daring to take down Carlos. They've heard the gunshots. They know that it's just a player. Just one player near them. But Team Motion seems like they're least interested in fighting Carlos. They will just keep on holding the compound which they have. Stage 4 moves for an eastern shift. 17-15. Finally, the wait is over. They can cross the bridge. They are still hesitant. They are still taking their time. They're checking. And I guess it's good. Don't repeat the mistakes you've made. But it's sad to see that still 17-15 esports are looking for eliminations. They have 0. They need eliminations. They need to fight. They've kept themselves away from fights, away from action. There was a potential chance where Finn New Wave could have met Team 17-15 esports, but they chose securing vehicles. securing boats. They chose securing boats and heading to his Sosnoka military base. Carlos now. Again, he's going to be into action. And he will be taken down. Shaft it is, who executes his job successfully. And he'll become the first man to conquer Carlos in this game. He was unfazed. Carlos was invincible till now. But he made a small mistake, I guess. He got double-minded. He got confused. And that's why Shaft could take him down. So it was Carlos's mistake. He got double-minded. He got confused. That's why he got taken down. If he believed in what he was doing, if he had believed in what he was doing, then maybe it wouldn't have been so easy for Shaft to put him down. Now, Team Motion is the center of attraction. Team Legion Reborn wants to invade into this compound, and they are throwing fire on Team Motion again and again. But Team Motion showing peak resilience. Infi puts down Linus of Team Fin New Wave. So on 7th position, Fin New Wave will see their end, but it's good. They had eliminations, and now they'll have placement points too. Not a big amount of placement points, but yeah, still manageable. Good for having confidence. Good enough to have a good amount of confidence. Team Legion Reborn is now controlling the circle, occupies most of the part inside the circle. 4Q has to enter the circle. Maybe Team Legion Reborn would allow them to do so. And that is the reason why Bomberclat gets on the edge to stop all the teams who are desperate to enter the circle. And definitely, from 4Q, they're going to have a very hard time from here. But they're on the edge of the circle, but just 13 seconds and stage 6 is going to begin. And I am sort of 100% sure that the upcoming shift is not going to favor from 4Q. And what are they going to do then if the circle doesn't favor them? 17-15 down to 1. Well, at the end, it was not a good decision to attack. Oh, Motion eliminates Team 17-15. Tiger takes down the final player. 8 elims for Team Motion. They're right on the edge of the circle. Motion Reborn capitalizing. And those grenades are increasing trouble for Team Motion. Down goes Cyrex. Tiger as well. Champion. Now he has to justify his name by getting a winner chicken dinner for his team. But it seems impossible now, because he's completely outnumbered. Team Legion on the other side eliminates from 4Q. From 4Q is out on 4th. We're down to 3. Obito, final player remaining. Team 20 was playing with just 2 players. Nifty Purang and Obito. Purang is already out. Obito remaining the final player. Shooter is approaching with nasty thoughts in his mind. Oh, wow. Great anticipation by Obito. He knew what Shooter is going to do. Now it's time to trace down the vehicle, but Mahiopi. Wow, what a control. Precise aim. Team 20 is out. 2 teams and a total amount of 5 players. And Team Legion is now thinking how they should brutally end the reign of Team Motion and eliminate Champion. Well, it's going to be a slow elimination, slow, painful death for Champion, as he is going to face the damage of the blue. And a Team Legion Reborn is not going to enter, is not going to let him enter the safe areas as well. As soon as he peeks, Team Legion Reborn is going to unleash on him in such a way that he will remember it for ages. But Champion, he will just give his frag maybe to the blue zone. Well, Mahi tried his luck. Mahi wanted to get another frag. He got taken down, but in trade, Team Legion eliminates Champion. And a winner chicken dinner for Legion Reborn. First game, and it has been Legion Reborn show. 12 elims, a win for Team Legion Reborn. A convincing start, in my opinion, for Legion Reborn. And that's the end of match number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Erangel wasn't that chaotic. I was expecting action from the very beginning, but we couldn't see much. But it's absolutely fine. We'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back in match number two. Till then, like, subscribe. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for match number 2. We're heading towards the map of Miramar, the most toughest map to play. I mean, the last game was full of unexpected things, but one expected thing happened that was Team Legion Reborn winning the game. The way they controlled the whole game, the way they started. I mean, I had a doubt that Team Legion Reborn will be the team to win the first game. The way they won that fight on the Eastern Bridge, and then they continued towards the west, keeping up the numbers advantage. They just lost to play in the final fight, maybe. Yeah, against Team Motion. But even Team Motion performed incredibly well in the last game. We'll take a look at the flight path, which is favoring the center of Miramar. It's easy to access the center. Pretty basic flight path. Easy for players to take charge of the drop locations present in the center of the map. Difficult to head towards the east and west, maybe. Team RS is the only team accessing Los Leones. Savage Squad drops in the eastern edge of Los Leones, and maybe Savage Squad will try to hunt down the players of Team Roscar. Pretty silently, not directly, but yeah, they can ambush Team Roscar and take down players one by one. Team Picado, Team 14 heading to Picado, another team heading to Picado, by the way. Team Motion starts off in an ugly way. Champion gets knocked out, and it's important for Team Motion to keep up the consistency. And I've always seen whichever team plays well in the very first game fumbles in the very next one. So Team Motion, they're on the list. They got #2 from the last game, and now they have a threat of getting eliminated early. One of their players is knocked out. Tigers on the sidelines, barely surviving in 10 HPs. Team Korean is so much unpredictable. At one point, they're so good, and the very next moment, they make blunders, they make mistakes, and they end up getting eliminated. I've seen this happening so many times with Team Korean. In the last game as well, at one point, they were so good, but Finyu Wave gave them an easy defeat in the outer skirts of Philippia. That shouldn't happen against Team Motion. So they have to be careful with whatever they are doing. Champion has been kept as an investment. He hasn't been finished yet. Team KV is neither getting an angle on him. But definitely Team Motion cannot go and save their teammate. They have to fight Team Korean first, and they have to eliminate them as soon as possible if they want to save their teammate Champion. In the meantime, yeah, Champion will get eliminated. A drop clash is happening at Epozo, and Legion Reborn is about to get eliminated first. What's wrong with Legion Reborn? All of a sudden, they fell on their face. 17-15, that is. By giving Legion Reborn almost 3 casualties, and maybe 17-15 will end up winning the fight too. And as I said, whichever team plays well in the first game, they head towards a devastating finish in the very next game, and that is happening with Team Legion Reborn right here. But wow, Mahi quickly flushes out Shaft. It's a 1v2. Mahi doesn't have much healings. If somehow Mahi buys time for himself, in that case, maybe Mahi can clutch against 17-15. Hayward pulls out a grenade, and this grenade, oh, it doesn't affect Mahi. It went out. How lucky can you be? Imagine the presence of mind of Mahi. Didn't move even an inch. Mahi knew that the grenade was going out through the window. Great presence of mind, good experience, good game sense. But Mahi keeps on repositioning himself. And that can sometimes make your opponent panic when you continuously keep on repositioning yourself and you use utilities as well. In that case, you can shift the pressure on your opponent. He goes for a pre-fire, finds himself in an awkward position. Great pre-fire. Clips did get knocked out, but Hayward wasn't letting this fight slip out of their hands. Hayward puts in the final nail in the coffin. Legion Reborn is out. Falls short and gets eliminated too soon on 13th position. And this is something Team Legion Reborn wasn't expecting at all. But I knew that something like this is going to happen in Miramar. And even in Picado, a major fight is happening where Team Motion, they're on the losing side. So my prediction, I said that whichever team plays well in the first Erangel ends up getting eliminated early in the very next game. That is happening, and Team Motion is already out. Team Motion has been eliminated. Even Team from 4Q made it to the top 5, and they are struggling as well. One elimination at the cost of one casualty. They're fighting against Team DV. Fight coming up from La Cobreria, remote areas. Kazi gets caught. Grazi, that is, who knocked out Kazi. From 4Q moving ahead, trying to close in. Nice peek. Grazi gets knocked out, overcommitted definitely. He was in a wide open area. Not a good way to challenge your opponent. And Viedo buys enough time for himself to heal up. By that time, maybe Grazi is getting the rev. Helios is trying to do the needful. Topi moves in, creates more pressure. Helios now repositioning himself. And both the players climbed up pretty smartly. And maybe the rev will get executed. S12K from a range. Puts down Tope. Viedo hasn't executed the rev. Will be attacking S12K, but both the players, Grazi and Helios, have been knocked out. Viedo doing a great job. S12K might get caught. Jump shot by Viedo. And he jumps down! That was a risky move by Viedo, but he knew that he doesn't have any healings. This is the perfect moment to put down S12K. He takes out a Molotov, picks up a Viedo, deals the necessary damage on S12K, and now it's going to be fun. Pixel peek again. S12K avoids getting into the pre-fires. Viedo steps back. Maybe he wants to flush out all the remaining players. He needs healings. Topi calls him back. S12K is not going to allow Viedo to go for the rev. S12K is trying to search for Tope. He has no clue where that revival is being executed. And he is not even taking the risk. But now he must have heard the gunshots. Maybe S12K will go for the rev too. He is doing the job of saving his teammate, but that is not gonna save team from 4Q from getting eliminated. A great job by Viedo. 1v2 at the end. He wants to pop in the bandage. Is it enough? Yes, it is. Viedo survives. Tope will be saved too, and the second stage is about to begin. Most of the teams heading towards the center of the circle, which is a good decision in my opinion, since the water areas are involved. The circuit is going to head towards the east, mainly towards the truck stop areas, by consistent western shifts. So that is going to favor the teams present right at the center at this point. So it was very easy to predict the circle. Not that difficult. 666 Esports is Carlos. Still hasn't started. I am so much impressed by this player. I want to see him every time he fights. And I see him, what kind of more miracles he pulls out. Team NB right at the center. It's going to be back-to-back fights. Whichever team fights. Remember, you're not fighting just one opponent. Third parties are going to happen. Team RS again with a devastating start. Just like the last game. First casualty they faced, now followed by the second one. Team NB gets 2 eliminations. Team NB is also a kind of team who cannot be underestimated. By the way, this is the first casualty faced by Team RS, not their second, but their first. Team Roscar faces 1, Team RS faces 1. And both were given casualties by Team NB, I guess. Team NB marking their territory. Well, Vasquez says, feed me more. Team NB wants more. But at this point, it's a bit time consuming. I don't think Team NB is going to invest themselves into fights in the near future. For some time, maybe they'll stay out of action. Because their opponents as well are not taking much initiative to fight. Maybe the teams present in the center, not interested to fight, not much motivated, not very enthusiastic to fight. They're just holding their positions. Spicy, in the meantime, puts in the grenade inside the panic room. Nobito stays untouched. Vasquez gets the right spot, goes for a grenade, finds the connection. Obito still inside the panic room, 33. Maybe trying to regroup with his teammate. Leo knocks down Suozao. And Team NB closes in for a third party. Team NB knows really well that they are way down on the points table. And the only way they can pull off a comeback is by securing tons and tons of eliminations. They know what they have to do. Just playing with the principles of third party. Obito still, his position is unrevealed. Only Team Savage Squad knows about the presence of Obito, not Team NB. So if Team NB wins the fight by the barrier margins against Team Savage Squad, they won't be prepared for the third party of Obito. Kev gets knocked out. Dos Jr. He cannot do much. He's trying to heal himself up. He does have a grenade and a Molotov. Let's see if that can create a difference. At least he can try to flush out Papi. That will give Team NB a casualty. But maybe he doesn't want to pull out his dirty tricks. Gets back in a position where he can at least revive his teammate Kev. And the grenade was so close. Obito is still inside the panic room. He's not at all ready to step out of the comfort zone. Although he can backstab Team NB. Dos Jr. is stealing fire on his opponent. It's not going to be easy for Team NB at all. Vasquez versus Tors. Quickly Tors moves back, gets the cover. Kev goes down, puts down Vasquez. And just like that, Team Savage Squad makes a comeback. Obito right on time. Third parties, Team NB. He was going for the flush. Papi intervenes and doesn't allow Obito to execute his purpose. And Obito will be put down, but 33 shows up right on time. Papi barely surviving on 10 HPs. At any moment, Savage Squad can get their eyes on Papi. And Team NB Esports will eventually get eliminated. Yup. Savage Squad with a third party. Team NB was so much unlucky in this fight. I mean, Obito has done a great job. Even Team Savage Squad has done a great job. Especially Dos Jr. soaking in all the pressure in that house and then making situation manageable. Even the Rev was fantastic. And I mean, not wasting time on the rooftop and utilizing his grenades and Molotovs. But heading back and going for the Rev. Whoever took that decision, whoever took that call, I mean, hats off to him. That guy is the MVP of this fight for Team Savage Squad. And 33 has no opportunities, has no chances of winning, so he will withdraw maybe. And he will get himself a safe spot to hold. Triple Six East was in the north, by the way. And they have surrounded 17-15. Down to 2 already. 17-15 is they're already submissive. Carlos and company can easily target 17-15 here. And the hunger is rising for eliminations. It's increasing. 17-15 Esports doesn't want any fight. They want peace. Asa gets backstabbed. It's Obito from Team 20. At least in this game, Team 60 Esports is playing with 3 players. The last game they were playing with just 2. Fox and Obito shows up. Well, there are 2 Obito for Team 60. Asa again becoming unlucky. In the last game as well, this was the same story as getting knocked out first. Here as well. So back-to-back 2 blunders for Azar. Eduardo closes in. Oh my god, how unlucky now can you be, Eduardo? Eurozada, that is. I'm really sorry. That's Eurozada, not Eduardo. Eurozada, how unlucky can you be? He stepped out of his vehicle and landed right in front of the vehicle of Obito. Gets crushed underneath. And he will be sent back to the lobby. 60 Esports gets 2 accomplishment. Team 666 Esports eventually is paralyzed. Carlos and Trombadin has to withdraw and access the circle. Stage 3 has begun and a sudden hard shift by the circle. And it's important for 666 Esports to start rotating right now, or else they'll get late. Weirdo is knocked out. And what's happening with Team DV and Impala? Was there a long range spray from Team DMS? Salazar was that? Yep, DMS taking the initiative, trying to close in maybe. Maybe not. Weirdo. Tope will be eliminated. And that was Team Roscar's 33. Where was he? Wherever he was, it doesn't really matter. He eliminates Team DV on 10th position. 19, 24 players remaining. Fate almost skipped a heartbeat. UU33 finds no connections on Fate, but I mean, it was written in his destiny to get knocked out. Fate is on his knees, and that is Finnew Wave Linus. With a great angle and a great piece of work, he puts down Fate. Such a wide split maintained by Team Finnew Wave. It's a big one. Linus takes the risk. He wants to get the frag. He wants to get the fruit of his hard work. He closes in. UU33 on the other side. Team Roscar is in a sandwich situation. Marcus was so much close to touch elimination, but he somehow survives. He's somehow breathing, and he saves his teammate as well. So good work done by Team Roscar, not losing themselves, not gaining pressure on themselves, and just remaining calm in such a pressurized situation. And this game is like a do-or-die situation for Team Roscar, because if they don't play well in this Miramar, things are getting over. They cannot do much. They'll have to completely rely on Rondo in the final game. If this game goes in vain, then it's game over, I guess. They'll be just playing the other two games for absolute formality. The remaining two games won't mean much. They'll have to completely focus on getting eliminations in that case. The gunpowder of Team Roscar hasn't been that impressive till now. So it's very difficult to expect from Team Roscar that they will turn the tables solely by getting eliminations out of Rondo's record phase and the afterlife phase. Solely out of Rondo, they'll get a significant amount of eliminations and they'll be able to make a comeback on the points table. It's difficult to expect that from Team Roscar. But I feel like based on placements and few amount of eliminations, they could have placed themselves in the top tier of the points table. But first game was miserable for Team Roscar. They ended up getting eliminated early in Quarry. In Miramar as well, things are not going that well. They were about to face their second casualty. They've already given a sign of their vulnerability to their opponents. So things are not going well. By the way, 666 Esports in the meantime, Circle keeps on running away from them. For a fact, I've seen this happening. Striker strikes. Finnew Wave. Kitu will be put down. Corvian Esports straight away goes for a slam in. Great execution. None of the players gets knocked out. Obito with the third party. Puts down King. Finnew Wave having a really hard time. But all the players, not all the players, but two of the players of Team Corvian barely surviving in 10 HPs. Lyrics moves back. Now he's inviting Team Corvian to breach this property. Well, Lyrics continues to be hidden inside that panic room. And he knew a revival is being executed. Lyrics steals a frag, flushes out a player. Eliminates one. Finnew Wave immediately jumps up to 2 eliminations. And look at Lyrics, how smart he is. Just gets into his vehicle and he's heading to his safe areas. Maybe he'll head to his Linus to save him. Good move by Finnew Wave Lyrics. But Linus cannot be saved at this point, maybe. Or maybe he can be saved. Striker is knocked out too. Corvian Esports has been collapsed. They didn't see it coming at all. And 6E Obito made it worse for Team Finnew Wave by doing the third party from the back end areas. Well, that's a whole other thing that he couldn't get the confirmation that was stolen maybe by Team Corvian. But he made it worse for Team Finnew Wave. 6E Esports has a spectacular position inside the circle. New circle has formed. Circle moves for a western shift. And most of the teams are present inside the circle. There are very few teams who are right now out of the circle. The complete Impala City is deep inside. DMS Esports gets a property, gets a real estate. Team Roscar has a real estate with them. 6E Esports can definitely backstab them. Again, Circle moves away from Team 666. I don't know why. Even Team 666 Esports is not able to figure out what's wrong and why is Circle running away from them. But they have to deal with it now. They have to deal with it. They have to move. Is somebody blocking their pathway? 666 Esports is being cautious, maybe more than required. Nobody is interfering their rotation, but still, precaution is better than cure. 666 Esports will move along with the blue zone, I guess. Well, 6E Esports found an AWM, and maybe that is Froxin who has a sniper. Let's see if we can see some headshots getting connected. Oh boy! Faith puts him down. He was just trying to peek, and Faith from a range humbles him. 6E Esports has to do a lot of job if they want to save Froxin, Obito, and Obito. They need to do a lot of hard work to save Froxin, because he is far away from his teammates. 6E Esports is a bit scattered at this point. Stage 6 is about to begin, and that's not going to keep Team 6E Esports inside the circle. So immediately after executing the survival, they need to think about accessing the circle. Hayward gets knocked out, and finally after a very long time, I've seen Team Roscar on the positive side of finished feet. But another casualty, or another accomplishment for Team Roscar. Well, 2 casualties they have faced. They'll be getting another frag. Now they have 2 eliminations. Circle. Again, maybe a centralized shift. Yup. Team Roscar is inside the circle. One thing which I like about Team Roscar and Team RS is they're good at predicting the circle. In this game, that was such a clever prediction by Team Roscar. They stayed inside Impala despite of having numbers. Usually teams don't do it. Team RS, well, they didn't have much numbers, so that's why. Just for a safe move, 33 entered Impala. But Team Roscar with 3 players entered Impala. That was not a safe move. That was a intentional move by Team Roscar, because they knew that the circle was going to favor Impala. The in circle was going to favor Impala. So Team Roscar with a great anticipation, in my opinion. Obito gets caught by Savage Squad, and 6E Esports is remaining with 2 players. Froxin has a AWM. Kev is peeking. When is he gonna use... Oh my god! What a spray that was by Froxin. Froxin does get knocked out, but that spray was a fire. Hell no. Krasko. Well, he gets a knock with a grenade. Carlos gets knocked out. Trombatin will be finished easily by Team TMS. But they wouldn't want to take a taste of their own medicine. TMS has to move. Salazar gets caught in between. Team KV keeps a close eye. And I guess DMS will be stopped from entering the circle. Yup. DMS gets eliminated on 7th. 5 teams, 8 players. Savage Squad is out too. Fate, making no mistake, Obito remains the final one for Team 6E Esports. Circle moves for a centralized shift again. Finnew Wave with two players that's still hanging in by a thread. And a good part is Circle is favoring them, and no team has a numbers advantage against them, so they have even chances of converting this game into a winner-winner chicken dinner, probably more as compared to all the other teams because they have a really good area inside the circle. Now, 33 is in a clutch-like situation. Picks a peek. Well, 33 takes down Strickle. In bare HPs, he buys enough time for himself to put in that first aid and regain his HP back. He will definitely jump down. Final task. 95. Oh boy, fails to put down 33. And that was P5 who failed to put down 33. Timari survives 7 elims. Top 4. Total 11 points for Team Ares. And the way 33 is playing right now, he can even get a winner chicken dinner for his team. He can even win this game for his team. 2 solo players, 3 solo players, and a 2-player strong team. New Wave looking underconfident, looking a bit nervous. Well, they've read the finish feed. They know what 33 has done. Maybe everyone is afraid of what 33 has done. Everyone is trying to keep distance from him. New Wave maybe not present inside the circle. They're trying to sneak in. 33 has to move ahead. 11 meters, he's out of the circle. Is Marcus in? No, Marcus is still out. But is he unseen? If that is the case, then I don't think Marcus has any sort of trouble. But if he is not unseen, then maybe Obito will get his hands on Marcus. Obito has no clue. Obito doesn't even have an angle. 33 goes for a grenade. Lyrics tanks that grenade by the Barrister Marcus. Will be lucky this time. And this is confidence speaking of 33 as he is taking the initiative and moving ahead. Deploys the smoke. Grenades comes in. He steps out and open. He's surrounded by opponents at this point. Linus gets an MG3 for himself. Obito pulls out a grenade. Is that on target? Not really. 33 gets the splash damage. Linus is going crazy, spamming MG3 inside the smoke. He's furious at this point. So much struggle Team New Wave has to do. The blue zone keeps on pushing these players. And now it's going to be entertaining as we are heading towards the dead zone finish. All the players will have to push out in the open as soon as the blue zone starts moving. Obito has a safe spot. New Wave has a safe spot. Team Roscar maybe? Marcus? Yeah, even he has a safe spot. 33 as well. It's going to be fun. EU33 gets Linus, goes for a jump shot, finds the connection. 1v1, picks a peek. Oh, wow. Lyrics will be taken down by 33. He has gone crazy. Play of a lifetime for 33. Back-to-back clutches, and he's like clutch machine at this point. Gets an MG3 and DBS. Close range beasts. Both these weapons are. A solo winner chicken dinner can we expect from 33? Well, nothing is impossible, and after the kind of play he has showcased, I feel like it is coming. Jump shot, and he misses the connection. Sandwich situation for 33, by the way. Even Marcus is approaching. He has to keep an eye in both the direction, and he connects on Marcus. Now he switches his focus onto Obito, takes aim on Marcus, moves ahead, eliminates Obito, 1v1 against Marcus. What is going on here? 33 has gone crazy. Oh no, Marcus shuts him down. What a play, but I've seen everything now. 33 with the play of a lifetime. Team Roscar gets the winner chicken dinner definitely, but the kind of resilience 33 showed, he went God mode. He did went God mode. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a short break. We'll be right back in match number 3. Till then, like, subscribe. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for match number 3. We're heading towards the map of Rondo. Here we go, flight path. There are two, by the way. One from Iran, second from Jadana City. And yeah, the second one finishing off towards the south, northwest of Chalton, and the first one finishing off towards Lanpo. The Yulin and New York's factory can be easily accessed with the help of both these flight paths, and the OG 3-1 split will be held by teams so that they can utilize the recalls as well and get as much as eliminations as they can in the first 5 to 10 minutes of this Rondo game. Or the teams who are lacking with points and who are down bad on the points table has a golden opportunity to prove themselves by doing genocide in the early stages of this Rondo game and getting as many eliminations as they can so that they can fear all the other teams and make a comeback on the points table. Because after this game, we are heading towards Erangel, and the lobby is so much violent in the final Erangel game that you can easily get survival points. You can easily survive till the very end. Survival isn't that difficult in the final Erangel game. Getting eliminations is because the lobby is so much violent. There are not many players remaining in the last stages of the game, so you have to be aggressive from the very early stage. But if you're not very much far away from becoming the champions, if it's a very small point lead, then just by surviving, I guess, you can cover it up in the final Erangel game. And for that, in this Rondo game, you'll have to get as many eliminations as you can the first 5 to 10 minutes. Team Motion continuously losing their players. Just the first game, Team Motion played well. After that, I feel like they faced their downfall. Cyrex is continuously repositioning himself. 17-15 esports is continuously trying to chase him down. Cyrex connects well. Connects second time as well. Infi and Shaf, both of them will get eliminated. And Cyrex not just a 1v2 but a 1v3 against Team 17-15. And Team Motion starts off in style. Great piece of work. Cyrex should continue to do what he has done. He has to take up the responsibility, but at this point, he has to revive his teammate He has to revive his teammate Kendo, maybe. Carlos of 666. We saw him pulling off miracles in the first game. Now Carlos has to do the same in this third one. U33 has started. Team RS has started. 33 saved the day for Team RS, and they still have high hopes. Massive points they fetched out from Miramar. And if this Rondo goes well, they are back in contention. But if they fail to deliver in this Rondo game, I mean, it's game over for Team RS. But after looking at their confidence and the flow they're moving in, I have high expectations from Team RS, high hopes. And I feel like they will deliver. They've cleared out the test track area. Team RS is moving towards New York's factory. Leo will be finished. First temporary casualty for Team NB, but 4 eliminations as well. Team NB is playing fearlessly because they know they have a lot to win and nothing to lose. They are losing either way, so Team NB, they are just trying to pull off a miracle so that somehow they place themselves inside the top 5. The cutoff is not that high. Top 2 wins the prize pool, so Team NB just wants to place themselves inside top 5 so that in the final game they somehow reach #2. Obscuro takes down 33. Phantom and his teammate Obito. 1v2 challenge for Obscuro. Phantom is moving in. Jump shot by Obscuro. Phantom jumps down. Obito is all alone. He's running back. But Azar of 666 shows up. Obscuro trying to reposition himself. Good thing is that Team RS leaves the terrace area and goes down. So Obscuro has to deal with Azar and company at once. Not multiple teams at the same time. But bad news is Phantom is gonna try to climb up the roof again. And Obscuro might be stabbed in back. Azar 666 before that eliminates Obscuro, so Team RS won't get a extra free elimination or a easy elimination. And Azur's position was unrevealed. Oh my goodness! Savage cover by Phantom. As soon as Azur peeked to finish a Beetle, he will be smashed in his face. 33 gets knocked out by Trombadin, leaving Phantom all alone. But this grenade can bring in some value. Carlos is low. Another grenade in the same direction can help Phantom a lot. Azur and Carlos won't have enough time to heal themselves up. Very smartly, Trombadin just stays in his teammates' cover. Phantom connected the shot so well. But it won't be enough. He won't get enough time to flush out his opponent. That's it. Phantom is out. Team RS, with 5 elimination, takes exit from Neox factory. But the battle continues there. 666 Esports has 6 eliminations. Good way to start. Kendo is the final challenge for Team 666 Esports, and Trombadin will be put down. Kendo with a great surprise. Where is Cyrex? Is he eliminated? I think he is. Leaving Kendo all alone in Neox factory, and that is devastating. But even Motion Kendo is withdrawing. I don't know why, but he's moving away. He doesn't want to continue fight with Team 666 Esports, so he's just repositioning himself. He's trying to change his position and angle and give a surprise to Team 666 Esports. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. New Wave on the other side. After utilizing the recalls, they are fighting. They were fighting against From 4Q. Yep. 3 eliminations New Wave has. From 4Q, maybe they're just down to 1 player. So they have withdrawn. Nope. From 4Q still has 3 players up. Grazi is out. Maybe Grazi was the recaller from 4Q. So after recalling his teammates, he went out and open to challenge Team New Wave, but couldn't get anything. Couldn't get any value. So finally, from 4Q, the recall phase is over. All the players have utilized their recalls. Stage 2, Western Shift. 17-15. In the west of the circle. Maybe, not in the west, but in the center of the circle. Maybe they will head towards the center. They were in the west, in the northwest. But now they will move towards the center of the circle. Easy rotation for them. 666 was on their way towards the circle. Eurozada. Did he get another frag? Oh, that was the Megapa. Maybe that was Megapa. Scarix gets 2. 666 was knows they're surrounded by enemies, but they cannot lose their focus. They have to access the circle. They should focus on doing that. Can't afford to fight Mega Power at this point, although it's a maybe 2v2 fight, even Steven battle, but you wouldn't want to let Blue Zone drain out all your healings. Savage squad loses to Zhao. And maybe he was in the fighting zone, he had recalls. Spicy squad will solve this problem by finding themselves a recall beacon, and Suzo will be back into the play. And at Yulin, Team Roscar, what Scarix off guard? His vehicle has been punctured maybe, so Scarix cannot move. He wants to get the Roadster. And maybe Team Roscar won't be able to stop him from doing that. Oh, it's so open. But Scarix, close call that was, but he survives. Steals the Roadster and runs away from Team Roscar as well. Last game, Team Roscar got the winner chicken dinner. Yup, that was Marcus, who became a hero for Team Roscar and brought them back into contention. First game for miserable for Team Roscar, definitely. And I passed a statement which I will take back. Team RS and Team Roscar lack with eliminations, but they always predict the circle well. But in the last game, 33 proved me wrong. He got solo 8 eliminations maybe for his team, and total maybe 10 or 11 eliminations Team RS had. and a hashtag too, which will make it total 18 to 17 points for Team Rosca, for Team RS, just from the last game. Enough to fetch out a comeback, in my opinion. Now it's a challenge for Team RS. Korean Esports versus Team RS. The fight has already begun. Oh, Scree almost traced down UU33. 33 didn't stop. He was just trying to bait Korean. Didn't succeed. Regroup with his teammate. Young Star is already out. Oh, Straker, that was not a good decision to step out and open. He overcommitted definitely. Skreel is under pressure. Shots coming in from all the directions. Finally finds cover. Cactus Igil was knocked out. Skreel gets caught in the grenade. And there was U33. P5 will be eliminated by U33, and single-handedly U33 executes a clutch and eliminates Team KV on 13th position. So now 12 teams, 42 players alive. Legion Reborn. We haven't seen any updates from their side. There are 4 eliminations. Mahiobi gets knocked out. Twister is hugely separated in the back end area. I think he was about to get knocked out. Connection right on his head. 17-15 Esports wouldn't let him sneak out. Twister goes for a burst. Switches on to holographic side for a close range challenge. The vehicle explodes, leaving Twister with absolutely 0 HP, but wow! He somehow manages to knock down Unfei. That was an insane peak. Great accuracy as well, but Shaft won't make any mistake, and he will become a reason why Unfei and Hayward will breathe. Stage 3 has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Circle moves for eastern shift. There's a whole big river in the center of the circle, creating confusion in the minds of players. So now it's a big question for players. The circle, will it move towards the east of the river or the west? And if the river stays in the center, are we going to head towards a water circle finish? Is that going to happen? Team Motion versus Team RS. This is going to be a hell of a battle, especially 33. This player is majestic, and he's going crazy today. Just switches the seat and keeps sitting inside the vehicle, then step out. Cyrex inside gets knocked out by the way. Tiger gets caught too. Champion. Final player remaining, and within a fraction of a second, U33 puts him down too. Wow, Team Motion is out. 13 eliminations for Team RS, and this is how you bounce back. This is how you make a comeback. And it seems like Team Rosca, if they continue to play like this, they are becoming the champs. Absolutely, if they continue to play like this, Team Rosca is winning. RSC team. Fight eventually is the final man. Somehow Fate dealt so much damage on 33, but that was brutal elimination for Team RSC. Faith will be taken down. Another slam in onto Rosca. Cactus Igil steps a bit behind. Carlos versus U33. This is the fight we all were waiting for. Carlos goes for a grenade and finds beautiful connections. Obito will be put to sleep. He's out immediately. U33 just sitting in a corner with that MG3 weapon. 6 Esports blowing apart Team RS. The UU33 will be taken down, and that's the end of Team RS. Easy win for Team 666. 10 eliminations, and the dream will shatter into pieces. No placement point, by the way, for Team RS, for Team Roscar from this game. All they had is just elimination points. 14 maybe, 14 or 15 elimination points they fetched out from Rondo. Not enough. They have to work a lot in the final Erangel game. But all the table toppers have been eliminated. Actually, the table toppers, all the table toppers, I mean, Team Motion is already out. Team RSC is out. And even Legion Reborn, they've been eliminated. So, Team Roscar doesn't have any threat. That's the main thing. The new waves, Linus. Desperately, he wants to enter the circle. Team Savage Scott is not going to spare him at all. And the worst part is Stage 5 is about to begin, so I feel like Linus is going to get eliminated because of the blue zone, because here he's not going to be able to pop in his healings, and his health is going to reduce in a significant pace. But he accesses land areas, and he has a special backpack with which his health is not going to be reduced because of the blue zone. His health is not going to deplete because of the blue zone. So Linus can successfully fight with Savage Scott. Now this is going to be entertaining. He gets out, uses his grenade, the only grenade he had, and finds no connection on Suzhou. It's a risky move to peek because Kev, with height advantage, is going to bother Linus. And now his HP is decreasing. Suzhou is not facing damage of the blue because he's in the safe areas. And meanwhile Linus, he needs to fight two enemies at the same time. Suzhou doesn't connect with his grenade. This time might be the charm. Not this time as well. Linus survives. Suzhou cannot take the risk to enter the blue and fight Linus. It's an easy opportunity for Suzhou, and he has got incredible gun pass skills too, but you have to take calculated risk. You cannot let your emotions control you. Suzhou needs to stay in limit and square up on his opponents. From 4Q gets eliminated on 8th position, and we are down to 7. 15 players, 7 teams. The new wave gets eliminated on 7th position, and the final 6 teams. Team NB somehow makes it to the top 6. Team NB has been so much unlucky till now. I mean, especially the way they got eliminated in the last game. They seemed unlucky. In this game, they faced 2 casualties. Leo Obscuro, both of them are down. Now let's see how much Papi and Vasquez can carry their team. Megapar gets eliminated. Megapar gets eliminated on 6th position. DMS has started fighting. Cloco was far away from Carrasco, but he baited himself. Entered the circle first and became the center of attraction. Carrasco moving off feet. Maybe we'll find an opportunity to revive Cloco. If 666 Esports wins this game, it's going to create so much chaos on the points table. 17-15 Esports with significant numbers advantage. They can stop 666 Esports from winning this game. On 666 Esports can stop them from winning this game. Azar gets knocked down. Savage Squad. Azar knocks down Savage Squad's Toss Jr., leaving Suzhou all alone. Good breakthrough, by the way, for Savage Squad. In this game, at least they'll be justifying their name. Till now, Savage Squad Esports was struggling to make it to the top 5, but this game with good amount of elims and a top 5, total 30 points they'll be getting. Suzhou will get eliminated. It's Papi of Team NB. Savage Squad gets eliminated on 5th. And now we are down to 4 teams and 10 players. 666 Esports in a close range battle. Close combat with Team DMS. Loco has no healing. Grenade can put him in trouble. Carrasco is inside a small dip. cannot survive for a very long time. Cloco is on his knees. Azar is right in front of Carrasco, but he cannot dare to get up. Azar has already pulled out a grenade, and that grenade will seal the deal. Not yet. And finally, Carrasco will step out of his dip, will make it easy for Carlos to get his hands on him. Oh, Vasquez from the sidelines. Shove that was in B as soon as they stepped out in open. Team 17-15 was waiting for them. And Eurozada puts down Papi with a grenade. Team NB gets eliminated on third position. Hayward is already knocked out. 666 Esports have a good opportunity to eliminate Team 17-15 right here, right now. By the way, Circle is completely favoring Envy, so they don't even need to focus on the players that are out of the circle. They can just focus on Envy by securing this particular area inside the circle. Envy is flanking and trying to somehow backstab Carlos. If 17-15 gets an opening at this point, they can get an upper hand while fighting against Team 666 Esports. Carlos climbs up the rock, gets the height advantage factor, but he sees Envy. Maybe this grenade can become a problem for Carlos. Too much overcooked that grenade was. Envy wanted to destroy the hopes of Carlos, but instead he'll end up destroying his own. He has just one grenade left, and this grenade is going to decide the fortune of 17-15 Esports. If Envy misses, it's almost game over, but right on target, his crosser will be placed. Carlos gets knocked out. Azar gets knocked out because of the blue. All eyes on Eurozada. It's sad to see that 666 Esports came so close to win, but they will end up getting #2. It is all over. Winner, chicken dinner for 17-15 Esports. Significant amount of eliminations they've secured. 11 elims and a winner, chicken dinner, giving them total 21 points from this Rondo game. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back with match number 4. Till then, like, subscribe. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Roscar Week 7 Finals, and this is the main event of the evening. The fights have already begun. 4v3 fight. Megapar lost a player. That too, that player got eliminated because of a dagger that was Drake. Gone in, gets one, and he was almost about to execute a 1v2. Megapar down to 2 players. Team Roscar marking their territory in Quarry, especially in the last game. Team RSC got eliminated early, and the reason was Team Megapar. But this time Team RSC retaliates well, takes the revenge, and Team Megapar is down to 2 players. Cronin, although he finished a player, and it's a 3v2 scenario, just like the first Irango game, but the names will change this time. And Team RSC desperately wants to eliminate Team Megapar early. They want to seek revenge, and at the same time, they want to finish well on the points table as well. They want to become the champions. They are in contention. Even Rondo went well for them. Even if they get eliminated early in this final Irango game, in the early stages of this Irango game, they will slip down. And that's what should not happen with Team RSC after working so hard. First circle favoring the complete north of Irango. From 4Q, they're eliminated in Yasnaya Poliana, but Savage Squad closing in. Squaring up on Team Legion Reborn. Team Legion Reborn is known to perform well in Irango, and they have started off in that same way. 4 elimination and a 1v4 by Twister. Solo player will be enough to take down a team of 4 players. Incredible stuff by Legion Reborn's Twister. But the job is not done yet. Savage Squad in the nearby areas. Savage Squad just wants to maintain a distance. They haven't closed in yet. No more drop clashes anywhere happening just in Yasnaya Poliana and Quarry. 2 locations right now where drop clash is actually happening. Legion Reborn not taking any initiative to fight against Team Savage Squad, but Twister destroys the hopes of Team from 4Q. Great play. Legion Reborn, after the first Irango game, their performance was miserable in Miramar. They got eliminated way too early. Then in Rondo, the performance was not up to the mark. Let's see how Legion Reborn performs in this final Irango game. 1v4 Twister, the best way to start a game. And Legion Reborn now doesn't want to fight. They were forced to fight. But now Legion Reborn wants to proceed in an easy way. So they will just slow down the pace of the game. Maybe they'll find a compound where nobody can get access to them. Eurozada unleashes on Team NB. Team 666 knows that they haven't done much work in the first 2 games. Rondo was the map where they did everything. They got #2 in Rondo, not even a winner. Chicken dinner. Carlos was the final man, and Obscuro ruins the hopes of Team 666, and that's the end. Team 666 gets eliminated on 12th position. 11 teams, 39 players. And wow. I love the pace. The way fights are continuously happening. It is entertaining, isn't it? Fenny Wave got a loot truck. And that loot truck will give them a significant amount of loot as well. Savage Squad may be attacked. Their opponents, first elimination was Junior, will be sent back to the lobby too. And yes, a casualty has been faced by Legion Reborn, but Team RSC, they wanted to seek revenge, but instead Team Megapar retaliated, and the same result for Team RSC. They will get eliminated early, and their hopes have shattered into pieces. Just one winner chicken out of 4 games, and Team RSC won't be crowning themselves as the champions of Roscar Week 7 Finals. But here we are, Savage Squad versus Legion Reborn. And this fight is more crucial for Team Legion Reborn because they have a lot to lose and a lot to win as well. And on the other side, Team Savage Squad, they just have a lot to win and nothing to lose. They're already struggling on the point stay with Twister. Gets give. Bombalaka is still struggling to hop that window and get out. Now he succeeds. Suzal. Can he go against the God's plan? He's barely surviving on 10 HP. His great drop shot that was. Oh no. Great effort. But Mahiopi eliminates Suzal. And Savage Squad gets eliminated on 10th position. 9 teams, 31 players are now remaining. Legion Reborn was so much close to get eliminated, but they are still hanging in. By the barest of margins, they won the fight. 17-15 on the other side. Starts with 2 players getting knocked out, and always Team NB in the final game are so much fatal. They become table toppers eliminator. They become table topper killers. Always I've seen this happening. The Team NB in the last game, they go absolutely nuts. They go crazy. And they go smashing the whole lobby. Great tracing that was by Obscuro. Left B. Cactus Igio survives. If Obscuro had another second, he would have definitely knocked out Cactus Igio. 17-15 will get an opportunity to rev all their players. 2 of the players have been knocked out. But they will get a reset. And then they will attack Team RS and NB who are fighting together. But I'm surprised that Team RS is fighting. They didn't reduce the pace. Obscuro versus Cactus Igil, although it's a 1v1 fight. 17-15 East was from the back side. Can stab Cactus Igil. So Cactus needs to breach that 3-story building ASAP. But wow, Obscuro knew what Cactus up to. Obscuro knew what Cactus was up to. And Obscuro eliminates Cactus. Oh my goodness! Hayward! What a spray that was. And Obscuro won't survive for a very long time. And just like that, Team NB gets eliminated too. Legion Reborn, Mage 17-15. Team Motion on the other side, they're fighting Team DV. Hayward is being chased. The buggy skids. He has nowhere to run. But Hayward gets assistance. Phillips knocks down Bombacla. Mahiopi gets knocked out too. Shaft won't make any mistake. Twister eventually is the final player remaining. And maybe 17-15 Esports will try to chase him down. And will put him to sleep as well. In the southeast, most of the fights are happening. Hayward puts down Bombacla. PvEs versus Omi is the final player remaining. Cyrex deals heavy shots on that vehicle. But Bomi somehow survives, but the intent is not of running away. The intent is of closing in. And Cyrex just gets into his vehicle. And he could have got caught off guard. He wanted to maintain distance. He wanted to keep up the distance and fight. But Bomi went too close. And there was a risk of Cyrex getting knock finished. But now Bomi is surrounded by players. Cyrex finally closes in. Oh wow, he deals immense damage on Cyrex, but somehow Cyrex manages to eliminate Bomi, and Team Motion gets their 3rd elimination. Just 4 teams and 12 players are remaining. Such a violent game. 17-15 Esports secures the center, clears out the center. And at any moment, Team TMS can attack Team Motion. It's so much impressive that Team Motion, in such a huge pressure as well, is making no mistakes. They learned from their mistakes. They started off with a casualty, but kept their confidence high, their morale high. And the desire of winning actually is impressive by Team Motion. And finally, the fight has officially begun with Team DMS and Team Motion. Both the teams are bothering each other with heavy shots. Cyrex, well, he's on a mission from the sidelines. Maybe he'll try to create an angle and attack Team DMS. A surprise attack could work for Team Motion. wait a second, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, sorry for the inconvenience, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Yeah, maybe that was a game issue. Megapa, all the way from Quarry, they headed towards the southeast of the circle. And luckily they found opponents. Well, Simi is trying to run away, and there's no need to do so because Megapa is standing nowhere on the points table. Even by spending more time in this game, they're not going to end up winning, or they're not going to end up getting themselves in the top 2. So playing passively is absolutely pointless. I don't know why Team Megapa is giving their 200% just in this last game. They could have done this before. Well, Team Motion is going to be stabbed in their backs by Simi. The intent was not to run, but to attack Team Motion. Champion with quick reflexes. Cyrex, by the way, bothering Team TMS with his grenades. Cruise missile-like grenades by Cyrex. And still the revival hasn't been executed. TMS is still down to 2 players. Cyrex launches another one. Tiger climbs up the tank. The damaged tank deals immense damage on Salazar. And maybe the grenade will work this time. Salazar barely surviving on 10 HPs. Somehow DMS able to tank those grenades. But Cloco puts down Cyrex. Baby Root gets knocked out in retaliation. Tiger gets knocked out. Now Champion has to do most of the job. Simi left the areas. Simi head towards the safe areas. 2v1 fight it is. Champion revives Cyrex. Simi is still hanging in the back of the areas. Oh wow, Salazar with a great piece of work. Cyrex will get eliminated. Salazar with a great aim transfer. And Team Motion gets eliminated on 4th position. We are down to 3 teams and 8 players. And what is Simi waiting for? Stage 3 has just initiated. Team 1715 is trying to spot their opponents. They're trying to look for opponents. They want to end this game as soon as possible. Maybe Shaf has heard the gunshots, or maybe not. Maybe he needs to move towards the south of Yasnaya Poliana more. Simi will be spotted by Hayward maybe while moving, because Simi is directly heading towards 1715's Hayward. Maybe not. But continuously Simi is trying to reposition himself so that he can at least find some angle on Team TMS, which is good. That's what you do when you're solo surviving for your team. But now this increases the risk of Simi being stabbed in his back. 715 Esports, 1715 Esports, they're in the nearby areas. And all these 3 teams are going to fight out of the circle. So if 1715 Esports starts to fight, they have to wrap it up as soon as possible so that they don't face the damage of through. Simi, as soon as he sees 1715 coming closer, he switches the seat. Oh boy! That is nasty. And Infi puts down Simi. What a way to take down Simi. 1715 eliminates Team Megapa. 2 teams now, and a total of almost 7 players. 1715, do they know about TMS, or they don't? Or maybe they don't know about TMS. And I don't know why TMS is trying to extend their rotation and bypass Team 1715 and enter the circle. Well, Shaf knocks down Baby Dot, and impeccable stuff by Team 1715 Esports. Definitely this winner chicken dinner is gonna take them to hashtag. When even Salazar gets knocked out, So eventually Cloco is left with no hopes. Inevitable Team 1715 actually is. You cannot avoid them. You cannot tank them. You cannot run away from them. Now Cloco needs to open his fire and reveal his position. That's the only way 1715 is gonna know about him. And finally Cloco has done it. He has opened up his fire. 1715 Esports knows exactly where Cloco is. Bad tracing by Cloco, by the way. Oh wow, what a grenade, but Infi gets knocked out. Cloco gets the flush immediately. Down to 3 players. Team 1715 is Hayward makes no mistake, and it is all over. Quick finish. Winner, chicken dinner for 1715 Esports with total 12 eliminations. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, we come to an end of Roscar Week 7 Finals. I hope you all guys have enjoyed, and if yes, make sure to hit the like button and that subscribe button. I'm Scyther signing out. See you in the next tournament. Till then, bye bye, good night, and take care.